For this activity, I want you to go to the back of your packet and get this worksheet, fractions greater than 1 on a number line, cut and paste. You will also need a pair of scissors and some glue. So grab those things, get your paper, put your name, number, and date on your paper, and come back to me. All right, let's discuss what you are doing in this paper. We'll start by reading the directions. It says, look at the line plot. Find the correct cards that represent the number plotted on the number line. Cut and paste the card under the correct heading. Well, let's start with number 1. I see our line plot. Then I see a box here that says fraction and a box here that says mixed number. And I know at the bottom of the page I have all of these different fractions here that I'm going to be working with. And I know there are 2 fractions down below that match the fraction on the number line in number 1. So let's start by looking at this number line and deciding what fraction are we dealing with if I'm looking at this dot right here, because there are 2 ways we can represent it. Let's start off by figuring out our denominator. That's the easiest way. And the way to find the denominator, as we've learned in other videos, is by looking at the amount of pieces between 0 and 1, because 0 and 1 is one whole unit, one whole fraction, and between 0 and 1 I see 2 pieces. This is 1 piece and this is 2 pieces. So my denominator is 2. Now I'm going to write that down in the mixed number box. I know my denominator is 2 from 0 to 1. So this is 1 piece of 2. This is 2 pieces of 2. How many pieces is this? This is 3 pieces of 2, or 3 halves. 1 half, 2 halves, 3 halves. So my mixed number is 3 halves. And I bet if you look at the bottom of your paper, you will see a square that says 3 halves. And that's what you will put here in the mixed number box. We call it a mixed number because the numerator is larger than the denominator. Now let's figure out the fraction for the same line plot. Now mixed number is a fraction, it's just we call it by a different name just to keep the 2 separate. Okay, I just want you to realize that. So if I was going to use this as a fraction, that means I have one whole number and then a fraction next to it. Let's look at the whole unit. Well, this is 0 to 1, one whole unit, so that's 1. And then how many halves do I have after it? Well, 1 half. 1 and 1 half. Do we see how we have that? This is one whole unit, and then we have a half of a unit. So in the bottom of your page, I bet you'll find a box that says 1 and 1 half, and you will cut it out and you will glue it here. And you will do the same process for the rest of the fractions. It might be easier for you to find the whole unit and then the denominator as a fraction next to it, or it might be easier for you to start off with finding the mixed number. The choice is up to you. But you need to match the fractions at the bottom of the page, let's go look at them, to the fractions on the number line. All of these fractions. Each number line will get 2 fractions. One that is a mixed number, which this is a mixed number, 4/3 is a mixed number, 3 halves is a mixed number, 7/4 is a mixed number, and then a fraction representation like 1 and 2/3, 1 and 1/3, 1 and a half, and so on. So when you are done, leave your paper at your seat to dry for maybe an hour or so, and then you can hand it in the pathway section. But make sure you put up your scissors and your glue and move on to the next step.